Okay, so my name is Matilda. I'm in my third year of mathematical physics. This is the perks of being a wallflower. So first up, when I was in your position, what made me choose mathematical physics? Hopefully similar reasons to you guys. I really enjoyed maths. That's my SATs paper from year 6 at primary school. I was so excited for that exam. I was like up early in the morning, beat my teachers into school just to sort of sit down and get on with some maths questions. Then, yeah, you can guess how many friends I had in primary school. So at A level, I chose maths, physics and music. I was really interested in space at the time, so I thought it would be quite cool to like be an astronaut and stuff, but I've had to rule that out because I found out there were height restrictions and stuff, which didn't work out. So I did an EPQ about Pluto, which was really exciting because it was the New Horizons mission at the time. So we were getting new data from the New Horizons spacecraft. It had just come out, and I got to research it and find out like all these new phenomena that was happening on Pluto that we weren't aware of before. So it was really interesting just to see how much we don't actually know at the time. So why did I choose Nottingham? Well, when I came on an open day, I just felt really comfortable here. Everyone was really friendly. I just really liked the atmosphere, which is probably a good judge to go by if you're looking around lots of unis, just go where it makes you feel comfortable. The campus is amazing. Like, that's Millennium Gardens. I've only actually been there like twice just because it's so huge. I only ever go there on tours. And then the support that's available as well, which Noah has also touched on, the staff and everything. Like, my tutor in first year was really helpful. So The Perks of Being a Wallflower is a book by Stephen Chbosky. This is a definition off Wikipedia. A wallflower is someone with an introverted personality type who will usually distance themselves from the crowd and actively avoid being in the limelight, which is generally how I describe myself. So I thought I'd come and give a presentation in front of you. That's the logical thing to do. Before starting uni, I sort of had this image in my head of what a stereotypical student was, and I thought, you know, by starting uni, you just become this new student. So these were some of the ideas that I had in your position. But that didn't really happen for me. So I came here, I didn't really feel like I fitted into any of those categories. So I found new ways, new little niches to follow my interests, basically. So I volunteered to be a guinea pig in this PhD student study where she just took an MRI scan of my brain, which I don't even know why I signed up for it. I think I got £10 or something, so that was a bit of an incentive. But yeah, it was really cool. So that's my screensaver now as well, which is quite cool on my laptop. I just get to look at my brain all day. And that got me interested in medical physics. So I was sort of speaking to the student, and I found out that medical physics was this whole other area, which I'd never even considered. But I went on to sort of ask for work experience in hospital and things as a result of that. So another thing I did in first year, I joined the STEM Outreach Society, which was responsible for organising the Pint of Science festival, which is basically a festival run every year around the UK. So the Nottingham-based one got speakers in to give a talk on their research in like different pubs around Nottingham. So I was helping out with the organisation of that. And in first year, like, I just basically sort of come along, and I didn't really know what I'd signed up to at the time. So we had to find all the speakers and everything. And then, yeah, by that point, like, I was just too far in to back out. I didn't really know what I was doing, but we went along with it. Oops. So then eventually I agreed to hosting in the evening. So I was like standing up in front of 50 people of the public in a pub where, like, I mean, I still don't look old enough to get served. So at that point, it was just like crazy. And yeah, in short, it was quite a big thing. I'm happy I did it once, but don't think I would jump at it again at the moment. It did lead me to do a lot of outreach activities though. So like Ollie was saying, we go around or get kids onto campus and sort of do physics demonstrations, explaining all these different like light waves and everything to them. I'm also a senior ambassador, so that's a map of some of the places I've been to higher education fairs. So I was like down in Bristol yesterday, and I'm going up to York tomorrow for a conference, so that's not a normal week. The only reason I'm saying that is because if I look kind of dead, it's because I am. But yeah, I'm also the IOP Ambassador, which is the Institute of Physics, so that's really cool, just another thing to get involved with. So last year I did the Conference for Undergraduate Women in Physics, which was at Oxford University. This is a picture of their dining hall. You can see like how posh it was. We had like people just coming around waiting on us, like serving us tea and coffee at sort of breakfast time, and it was just madness. It was all paid for by the physics department as well, which is always a plus. And I wrote a blog on it, that's a link to it there. But we had different talks from speakers, we got to do visits of like different labs and things around. But yeah, it was amazing to just speak to, I think there were about 100 undergrads there, so it was really good. What have I learnt then so far from my degree? Is that there is an advantage to not always following the crowds. You can find somewhere that interests you. You don't have to just do what everyone else is doing. And for future, I'd like to do more conferences, especially if they're paid for by the department. I'm also the course rep for mathematical physics, so I'm responsible for taking feedback from students and presenting it to like academics or lecturers at their meetings, just to make it better for you guys or any future students that come. And long term, I want to do the scientist training program, which is a medical physics scheme. It's 3 years placement in the hospital, and then you study part-time for a master's in medical physics, which is a good plan. But that's everything. Thank you for listening.